And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Vikings. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down, and that's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and that'll make it 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a 1st down throw, Locke. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Shepard. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down is Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Gun!
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's locked. He's got his man on the crossing route. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Rudolph going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to the...
Now a hit and lost the football. It's out. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long. It's locked. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go.
On second down, here's Rudolph. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Rudolph now to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Broncos on third. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Plays free at the 5. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Strong right.
On first down, it's Love. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Again, Love. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again is Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Let's go. Strong right.
They'll fake it. Now Love. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Luck throwing again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So the Broncos coming out now. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Going deep here for Stills. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Stills the intended target. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Luck now to throw. He's going to rifle, and Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's caught right side by Anderson. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, Rudolph. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So I can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Gun!
Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to the air, Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, it's Gurley. He juked him. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now it's Hunt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Detroit!
Back to throw, Rudolph. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, it's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Had the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
They'll run again with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line.
After the run, Rudolph now going to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Off of play action. Luck. Room to run past midfield. On the crossing route, complete. That's Shepard. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Being chased out left. Skirts by him at the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Love. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That's it, baby.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Detroit!
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's able to find Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
This is Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Right back to him on first down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a first carry for their fullback. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Here's Hunt. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Well, I know at points in this and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel.